Alright, welcome back to Civ Gone Wrong. I'm your host, Captain Misclick. Today, we're going to be ranking the city-states. So let's get started. Akkad. Melee and anti-cav do full damage to cities' walls. Situationally good. Anything that I would say is situational should be a C. I think B should be the focal point of balance. So, I think C fits them. They're not necessarily bad by any means, but it works. Next, Anshan, +2 science from each great work of writing, +1 science from each relic and artifact. Again, this is situational, but you're going to usually have great works of writing, at least a handful of them. I'm going to say B, although definitely has potential to be A, depending on the civ that you are. Next, Antananarivo. Your civilization gains +2 culture for each great person has earned up to a total of 30%. This is S tier. This is great. Good for anyone. No matter who you're playing, you're going to be earning great people. Alright, next. Armagh. Your builders can now make monasteries. Monasteries, I don't feel are that good even if you're a faith civ. I'm going to say that's a D tier. Auckland. Shallow water tiles you own provide +1 production. Additional +1 when you reach the industrial era. If it's a water map, Auckland is S tier. If it's not, Auckland is useless in F tier. We're going to say best case scenario. We're going to just pretend it's a water map. We're going to say Auckland's S tier. Keep in mind, if it's Pangea or something like that, maybe a lakes, highlands, Auckland is going to be pretty useless. Next, we have Ayutthaya. Gain culture equal to 10% of the construction cost when finishing buildings. You're always finishing buildings, no matter what civ you're playing. This is great. It's miniature Ramses. That's also S tier. Maybe A tier. But free culture for nothing. That's great. Bandar Brunei. Your trading posts in foreign cities provide +1 gold to your trade routes passing through or going to the city. Not super great. Not super great. I would never really be excited to see that. It's just kind of meh. It's okay. I'll throw it in D tier. It's not great. Next is Bologna. Your districts with a building provide +1 great person points of their type. This is pretty solid, but really, how great is +1, right? You can just project for it. I'm going to throw it in C tier right now. I just don't think it's super useful. In fact, I think the regular envoy bonus is probably better than that of 1, 3, and 6. Alright, next we got Brussels. You get 15% production towards wonders. I'm gonna throw that at least A tier. That's awesome. Some civs really love that, like Ramses, China, Catherine. Either way, it benefits everyone. There's a wonder for everyone out there. Buenos Aires. Your bonus resources behave like luxury resources. This is awesome. More amenities. Always a good thing. Amenities are super important. Buenos Aires is S tier. Happy to see that in all my games, every time. Next is Caguana. Your builders can make Beatty improvements. I don't really ever get excited about this one. Not to say that it isn't useful, but it's just kind of whatever for me. Cahokia. You can now make Cahokia mounds. Don't sleep on Cahokia mounds. These things are a great source of gold and amenities. I'm happy to see Cahokia. I want to put them in A because I do like them a lot, but they're probably just a B. Next, Cardiff. Cities receive +2 power for every building. Now I should be fair to Auckland and assume that this is a water map. But even on a water map, it's not super great. Let's pretend it is a water map. I'm going to put it at a B. It's not a water bat, it's an F tier. It does nothing. Chinguetti. International and domestic trade routes receive +1 faith for every follower. I mean, as a faith civ, this is okay. It's not great. I want to throw her either C or D. Just gonna throw her in D. Alright, next. Fez. When you use a religious unit to convert a city for the first time, earn 20 science per population. Fez, situationally, can be pretty good. I'm not going to say S tier, but we're going to throw Fez in A tier. Geneva is next. Your cities earn 15% science whenever you are not at war with any civilization. Now, in multiplayer, I think it's a lot easier for someone to just troll you and declare war, even if they're on the other side of the planet. I think in a single player game, this is a lot better, as it's easier to avoid it. I want to say A tier. I think in single player, it's probably A tier. I think in multiplayer, if someone's trolling you and they just war you forever, probably, I mean, you can't, it's literally a bonus you can't get if you're at war. Very situational. I'm going to leave it at B tier. I think that's fair. Granada. Your builders can now make Alcazar improvements. Alcazars provide +2 science and culture equal to 50% of the tile's appeal. Occupying units receive +4 defense. I don't think Alcazars are really that good. I'm just going to leave them in D tier. Never really excited to see that. Atusa provides you with 2 strategic resource per turn that you have revealed, but not improved. Situationally, this can be very, very good. If you're playing a true start, always happy to see Hatusa, because resources are not everywhere in a true start. Sometimes, even in your regular games, the 7 Seas, Pangea, Lakes, whatever, you might not have aluminum, or niter, or uranium, or oil. Hatusa fixes that. If you do have it, then the bonus does nothing. I'm going to leave it either C or B. It really just depends if you need it or not. Man, this is tough for me. I'm going to leave it in B for now. I think it's pretty standard. Hong Kong. Your cities get 20% production towards city projects. This is very situational when it's actually good. I'm going to throw it at C tier. Can be good, especially for someone like Brazil who has a special project that they like doing. It's just not that great, but it can give you some extra great person points to maybe snag Hypatia or something. Next is Hunza. Your trade routes generate +1 gold for every 5 tiles they travel. I'm playing more of an economic game. I'm happy to see Hunza, and I'm happy either way to see Hunza. I'm going to throw them in A tier because you can get some nice long trade routes. And that's a good amount of extra gold. And we all like gold. Jerusalem is next, with your cities with holy sites exert pressure as if they were holy cities, which is 4 times religious pressure. As a faith civ, this is awesome, but it doesn't really do much for you passively. Spreading religion, kind of lame, takes a really long time. I'm gonna leave it in B tier. I'm itching towards going to C tier with it. I think B is fair. Johannesburg is next. Cities receive +1 production for every improved resource type. After research and industrialization, it becomes +2. Johannesburg is at least B tier. I'm itching a little bit towards A. I need to start doing B+, A+, C+, things like that. Kabul. Your units receive double experience from battles they initiate. Kabul can be very, very good if you're at war. If you're going to war, Kabul is probably, I want to say B or A tier. Double experience is very, very, very good. Next is Candy. Receive a relic every time you discover a new natural wonder. Earn 50% faith from all relics. Candy is good no matter who you are. they're a minimum B tier. If you're playing someone who wants relics, like Poland or Lady Congo, Candy is definitely S tier. I'm going to leave them at A tier. I think Candy is good no matter who you are. Even if you don't use the relics, you can trade them away for some pretty valuable things. Kumasi is next, with your trade routes to any city-state provide +2 culture and +1 gold for every specialty district in the origin city. Again, minimum B tier. Every civ can use this. It's itching towards the A tier, it's just not quite that strong, but it's just solid. Everyone can use it. Alright, now we have Laventa. Your builders can now make Colossal Head improvements. Colossal Heads provide +2 faith, +1 faith for every 2 adjacent rainforest, or for every adjacent rainforest once humanism is discovered. And there is a whole lot more about the adjacencies. Even if I'm a religious civ, I'm probably not going to make too many Colossal Heads. I'm going to throw that in D tier. I'm just not excited to see that in my games. Next is Lahore. Your cities can now train Nihang units, or Nihan. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. This can be pretty good sometimes, if you have the faith to use it. Super situational though. I am going to throw it in D tier. I just don't think the military city-states are often as good in general because their envoy bonuses are just not great. You usually don't have a ton of encampments. I think something more generalist, pretty much any of the other city-state types except religious ones are just in general better. So we'll move on to Mexico City. Regional effects from your industrial zones, water parks, and entertainment complexes reach 3 tiles further. At best, this might get you an extra amenity or some production or some power in a city that wouldn't normally have it. It's just on the edge. This is not good. It's pretty bad. The envoy bonus for 1, 3, and 6 envoys is already way better than that. Mexico City, just go ahead and kill that one if you see it. It's not good. Mitla is next. City growth rate is 15% higher in cities with a campus. You're probably building campuses. You want to grow faster. Mitla is at least B tier, and I'm going to throw him in A tier. 15% faster growth rate is, I think, underrated. Now, onto Mogadishu. Your trader units are immune to being plundered on water tiles. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Like we did with the other water city-states, we'll say we're on a water map. If we're on a water map, Mogadishu is at least an A tier. Because you never know when those barbarian galleys are going to pop out, take a trader. So I think that's pretty good on a water map. Not on a water map, it's F tier. It's pretty bad. Next we have Mohenjo-Daro. Your cities have full housing from water as if they were all next to a river. I'm going to say 90% of the time, maybe 95% of the time, you're going to be settling on those green tiles anyways, but this does allow you to settle in an awkward spot, maybe to get a resource or something and not have to worry about the housing. Housing is not really much of an issue anyways. Man, I'm gonna have to put them in D, and I like a lot of the purple city-states, but their bonus is not really great. So on to Muscat. +1 amenity in cities with a commercial hub. Amenities are good. +1 amenity is not a ton, at least a B tier. Sort of itching towards the A tier. But alright. Nalanda, your builders can now make Mahavihara improvements. That improvement is pretty cool as improvements go. If you stack them next to some campuses, it's pretty alright. But the real good thing about them is the free tech that you get for your first one. And of course, a free tech like that, it's a lot of RNG. Sometimes you get one that's 1 turn that you were working on anyways, and sometimes you might get one that's 5 to 10 turns away. Either way, it's a free tech, and the improvement is good. I have to put them in S tier. Next up, we have Nalanda. Your districts on or next to coast or lake tiles provide +2 culture. I've had games where Nalanda gives me 50 plus culture. If you're on water, which we're going to assume that you are, we're going to be fair to the other ones. Nalanda is A tier, almost S tier, I would even say. It's definitely arguable that it could go up that high. Nalanda is great. I'm happy to see it in my games. Next is Nazca. Your builders can now make Nazca line improvements. I'm not a huge fan of Nazca lines, but I'm aware they can be pretty good. Still, I don't ever care when I see them. I'm going to throw them in the D tier. Next up is Nagazar Gamu. Land, combat, or support units are 20% cheaper to purchase with gold for each encampment district building in that city. I'm leaning towards C tier here. I don't think it's that great. Can save you a ton of money if you're at war situationally. Maybe you need to buy some units quick to go on the defense. I think that's probably its best case scenario. Maybe you can stack it with Mansa Musa or something. I just don't think it's that good. Gotta go C tier. And so now, for me, in a lot of my games that I play, and people I play with, we kind of have a meme that it's always Preslav. Preslav seems to always be in our games, and the meme is that Preslav is, in my opinion, the most useless city-state in this game. You receive +2 loyalty per turn in cities for each encampment district building. Gotta put Preslav in F tier. I don't know if any other city-state is as bad as them. It's just so useless. It's really, really, really bad. The only situation where it might even come into play is if you're taking cities deep in someone else's land and they built encampments to try and stop you. And then now maybe you get a little bit of loyalty to hold on to it for an extra turn or two. Not super great. So. Next, we have Rapa Nui. Your builders can now make Moai improvements. These are pretty good. If you have some volcanoes near you, you can get a lot of culture out of them, a lot of tourism. They're pretty good. I've had a few games where I spammed them. I can't go A tier with them. I kind of want to go C tier because you can't always build them. But when you can, they are super, super good. So, Samarkand is next. Your builders can now make trading dome improvements. Trading domes are pretty good. They're +2 gold, +1 gold for every adjacent luxury. Your outgoing international trade routes grant +1 gold per trading dome at the origin. So, really, you could spam them, and situationally, you can make a pretty good amount of money. Gotta put them in C tier. I like them, but I just don't think it's that great of a improvement. But I think if you place them down right, they can be pretty good. Next is Singapore. Your cities receive +2 production for each foreign civilization they have a trade route to. This is always pretty good. Every civ loves production. I'm gonna say B tier. That affects everyone. Taruga. +5% science in all cities for each different improved strategic resource they have. At least a B tier. This affects everyone, no matter who you are. Science is always good. It's a solid bonus, but it's nothing crazy. Next we have Valletta. City center buildings and encampment district buildings can be bought with faith. I love having Valletta in my games. I usually am playing someone that has faith, or I'm generating it in some way. Buying your monuments, your granaries, your watermills, all your walls, all your encampment buildings, that's good for everyone. You can settle a new city and instantly get watermill, monument, granary going. It's great. Vatican City. When you activate a great person, they spread 400 religious pressure of your founded or majority religion to cities within 10 tiles. This can be really great if you are going on crusade. If you pick the crusade belief, in that instance, it's probably an A tier. You're trying to spread your religion early to your own cities. It's also probably an A tier. General use, though, if you have a religion and you're not at risk of losing it, and you're not necessarily trying to spread it to your neighbors very quickly, it's not a super great bonus. I gotta put it in C tier for that reason. Venice is next. Your trade routes to foreign cities earn +1 gold for each luxury resource at the destination. Venice is pretty good. It affects everyone. More gold is better. What more do I have to say? Vilnius. For the highest active alliance level, all your theater square districts receive 50% adjacency bonus. Situationally, that can be very, very, very good. On average, I guess it really depends how you play. Are you making alliances? Are you leveling them up? If not, it's probably D tier, maybe even F tier. It doesn't do anything for you if you don't have alliances. If you have at least one alliance, you're getting something out of it. I'm going to leave it in D tier for now, but it has the possibility to go to F tier. And if you have a lot of alliances that are higher level, it has the possibility to maybe go to C tier, I would say. Wolin is next. Receive great general points when a land unit defeats a major or minor civilizations unit, and receive great admiral points when a naval unit defeats a major or minor civilizations unit equal to 25% of the opposing unit's strength. Okay. That is a lot of words to mean something not really that great. I'm leaning towards D. If you're at war, you probably should have a great general anyways. You could just project for it. I don't think it's super useful. I'm going to throw it in D tier, leaning towards C. Next we have Yerevan. Your apostle units can choose from any possible promotion. As a religious civ, this is great. This is A tier. This is fantastic. You love seeing Yerevan. You can get +20 theological strength if you want it. If you're fighting a bunch of AI apostles, you can get religious spread, triple strength. You can get extra charges, whatever you need. It's great. And last but not least, we have Zanzibar. Receive the cinnamon and cloves luxury resource. This cannot be earned any other way and provides 6 amenities. I love Zanzibar. I think they're always a first pick. Whenever I see them, I will fight for them as much as I can. Zanzibar is S tier, for sure. I love seeing them in my games. Amenities are super strong. This is my tier list of city-states. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Should someone go down? Should someone go up? Should someone not even be a city-state? Preslov. Should Zanzibar be even higher? Should they be S+ tier? Let me know, and thanks for watching. See you guys around.